Welcome to the Everything Podcast, and in this episode, I'm going to be discussing the trailer for the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus. I'm recording this episode on the 25th of November 2025, so exactly a month until Christmas. The plans for the podcast's celebration of Christmas 2025 will be discussed in future episodes, I'm sure. But before all that, and we get into full-on Christmas mode, as I said, I'll be talking about in this episode the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus. The first Doctor Unbound being a series of 3 adventures. Return to Marinus being the second one, and the first one that was released in September 2025, which I discussed in some form on the channel, titled Knights of the Round TARDIS. But before I show you the trailer, as I do with all Big Finish episodes, trailers, I talk about what we know so far. So we know that it's titled The First Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus. It will release in January 2026 at some point. It has been written by Jonathan Morris. It stars David Bradley as the First Doctor, Claudia Grant as Susan, Jamie Glover as Ian Chesterton, and Gemma Powell as Barbara Wright, as well as Timothy Blore as Raiders, Nicholas Briggs as the Daleks, Derek Elroy as Garl and Court Ranim, and Matthew McQueen as Turstane, as long as many other people will be here all day. It was recorded many dates actually, and quite a while ago. It was recorded on the 31st of March, the 4th, 5th, 6th and 27th of April, and the 30th of June 2023. Producer and we've got some quotes here. So producer and director David O'Mahony has said, with the first Doctor Unbound series, we took inspiration from the Peter Cushing films, with bold storylines, high-stakes drama, and the kind of twists and turns that would have been thrilling in a cinema. Return to Marinus kicks the trilogy into high gear with the Vord and my personal favourite villains involved. This is a high-octane, fast-paced adventure. Our ensemble of actors turn their incredible talents to explore a whole new corner of the universe. I really hope everyone enjoys this middle part of the story. We'll be chomping at the bit for our 3rd instalment coming in 2027, currently scheduled for May 2027. If that changes, we'll just have to wait and see. Writer Jonathan Morris added, I've always loved the Keys of Marinus ever since I read the novelisation. The only Doctor Who planet with multiple societies and biomes, a whole world, but we only saw 5 aspects of it on television. How much more might there be to explore? What about its deserts or volcanoes, or the undersea kingdom of the Vord? So the chance to write a sequel story in glorious Technicolor widescreen was a dream come true, but this is the sort of thing I dream about. Not only to find out what happens to its people 100 years after that first adventure, but also to revisit its themes and widen the canvas even further. And if that wasn't enough, it has the Daleks in it too. So, as I previously mentioned, the writer of the story was Jonathan Morris. The cover art was done by Sean Longmore. The director is David O'Mahony. The executive producers are Jason Hay-Gellery and Nicholas Briggs. The music is done by Rob Harvey. The producer is David O'Mahony. The script editor is John Dorney, who's done loads of Big Finish. The sound designer is Rob Harvey. It's a 2-disc thing, because it's 2 hours-ish, because the duration is 146 minutes, so quick maths, that's 2 hours and 26 minutes. But without further ado, here is the trailer for the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus. Enjoy.
An art gallery? We're in an art gallery! But are we back on Earth?
Naturally. We have returned to our previous coordinates.
Yes, but which previous coordinates? Look.
That's a painting of us. Standing in front of Arbiton's pyramid on the shore of the Acid Sea.
Oh, dear.
You haven't brought us back to Earth, Doctor. You brought us back to Marinus.
From Big Finish Productions, The First Doctor Unbound, Return to Marinus.
Evening, I take it you are the curator?
Yes, I am. But the painting, you really are them.
The very same.
The same travellers who defeated Yatek, leader of the Borg, 100 years ago.
100 years. Well, that answers that question.
You are to be taken to the Masters of Millennius. The real Masters of Millennius.
The real masters?
There's no time to explain. We have to go.
What's going on?
Did you hear the alert? We're under attack. They've broken into the lower deck.
Who have?
Who do you think uses sand mercibles?
I don't believe it. The Void.
Indeed. But what are they doing here?
What do you think? We've come to rescue you.
The Daleks? They're here on Marinus. The question is, though, what are they up to?
Big finish. For the love of stories.
We shall observe them with our cameras, find out why they are here, and then we will destroy them. Destroy! Destroy! Destroy!
That was the trailer for the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus. So, yeah, it's a continuation of a story from 1963/4. I've got my maths right. But yeah, so it kind of goes on from there. But the Unbound bit is the interesting bit because it's got to mean something different, so it isn't a normal first Doctor adventure. That it's out of the canon of Doctor Who in that way. So we'll just have to wait and see. But as I mentioned before I showed you the trailer, the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus will release in January 2026. We don't know exactly when, because as I mentioned in previous episodes, Big Finish only announced the release dates at the start of the month that they're being released in. So me recording this on the 25th of November 2025. I only know the November release dates at the moment. So yeah, but without further ado, let me know in the comments below what you thought of the trailer for the first Doctor Unbound Return to Marinus as well, if you're planning to listen to it when it is released in January 2026. But without further ado, I will see you in a future episode of the podcast. See you then. Goodbye.